Okay. Okay. So my friend, this is just this module 12 is a revision of 10 and 11. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So in this session, we will be knowing about the differences between availability zone and availability set. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, first we have to understand that why we need high availability in our organization when we are talking about this cloud infrastructure. Suppose we have one internet user. Okay. And when
Yeah.
that internet user wants to come to your organization to access some data, it will come to internet, then direct it will come to Azure load balancer. So Azure have its internal load balancer. So as Azure load balancer, what Azure load balancer do? So it will come to load balancer, and load balancer will see whoever means like whichever your like server will be free, it will drop that data towards that server, right? But
Okay.
now the problem that why we need high availability in our organization, you can see that these servers, okay, these servers what we have here, these all are virtual machines.
Okay.
Okay. And you know that virtual machines can be inside one single server, right? And you can see
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
this is our one physical server. So here we have VM1, okay, and here we have VM2, here we have VM3, and all these VMs are running single website abc.com. So whenever multiple
Yeah.
users, whenever they are coming from internet, load balancer and load balancer is balancing the loads towards multiple server, right?
Okay. It means that it
Now you can say
distributes
that,
data.
yes, now you can say that, okay, if VM1 is down, VM1 is down, no
Yeah.
problem. You have your VM2 and VM3, so internet users have access towards those servers, right? No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so problem will come if your physical machine will down, like the machine what you are using here, that physical machine will down, so your logical machine will also down, your this second machine will also down, and this third machine will also down, right? Then you will think about second solution. Second solution is what? This is your physical
Okay.
server. So if physical server will down, your entire virtual machine which is running inside this physical server all will down. Okay. Now you will
Yeah.
think about, okay, let's have different physical machines. Okay. So again you have now physical server 1, physical server 2, physical server 3, and all those servers, the VMs what you have hosted all those VMs into different physical servers. No problem. Now you will say that, okay, in the previous example, if physical server 1 is down, no problem, you have physical server 2, you have physical server 3, no problem in that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, but the problem will come if your main data center is down, then your entire physical server is down, right? So
Yeah.
so again, if the internet user wants to access, they won't be able to access. And you'll say that, okay, how?
Yeah.
You will say that, I can understand that entire data center failure, it will be in a rare condition. It's not that every time you will find entire data center failure. You will find in server failure sometime, but not entire data center. But yes,
Yeah.
there can be some reasons. And what are, there are three primary reasons of data center failure is, first is power failure. Maybe there will be no power supply for one day.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe there will be network down, or maybe cable disconnected. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
maybe there will be overheat. So these are some common
Yeah.
problems for data center failure. Okay.
Mhm.
Then you'll say, okay, you said in the first example we have seen that in one single physical machine down. Then you said, okay, let's have multiple physical machines. Now all, maybe your entire data center will fail. In that situation, what you will do? Then we have the solution of, in that case we need, see, entire machines are down.
Mhm.
Okay, this is the data center
Yeah.
example. Okay. Now we will think about availability zone. So availability zones will help you to provide availability of your servers if entire data center is failed. So you can say that availability zone is
Mm-hmm.
the will enable protection against your data center failure. Now see, now availability zone is dividing the region into multiple
Mm-hmm.
physical location. You can say that okay,
Yeah.
uh, Senegambia server is down, okay, but you can say
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
Banjul server will be okay. So what he this availability zone is doing, availability zone is dividing your data centers in multiple locations.
Yeah.
So in that case, if you say that okay, if your one data center, so your one data center, you can say it's availability zone 1, second data center is availability
Mm-hmm.
zone 2, and third data center is availability zone 3. And if one is down, no
Yeah.
problem, you have another server, you have another data center, okay. But it will,
Yeah.
you will never seen that entire data center of your country is down, okay.
No, never.
Never. Okay. Yes, it will be some condition. Maybe there will be war going on, right? In that case, I can
Oh,
understand.
both disaster sort of.
Yes, yes. Maybe tsunami or earthquake came like that. Okay. So in that
Yes.
also, Azure has given you some solution for that. We will see in coming lessons.
Okay.
Okay. Now see how availability zone works. So maybe you have one region, central US region. Okay. So inside
Yeah.
central US region, that region will be divided into three availability zones. So availability zone 1, availability zone 2, and availability zone 3. And as you know that every availability zones will have separate power connection, okay, separate network
Mm-hmm.
connection and separate cooling. So if power connection is down in Banjul, but still your Senegambia is okay, your what you can say, some other location, your Fazara server
Mm-hmm.
is okay, okay. So like these things
Uh,
works in availability zones. And
mhm.
availability zones means there will be direct connection between zones to zones, that is known as diverse fiber path. So whenever we see that, whenever our zones are connected, so zones is connected with the help of
No, no,
diverse
no,
fiber path,
Master.
okay, to provide you high availability and faster data synchronization between zones.
Yeah.
Separate power, separate network, separate cooling. Okay, now let's have little bit information on availability zone and availability sets. So now here is what, see the first what he's saying. Then an availability set protects Azure resources from failure within data center, means within data center means inside data center, okay, you will have multiple servers, okay. Now where, whereas an availability zone protect from entire data center failure. Simple. If anyone will ask in interview that okay, what is the difference between availability sets, so availability set protects your Azure resources within data center, and availability zone protects your resources from entire data center failure. Now an availability, or you can say an, in an Azure, availability zone is a unique physical location within an Azure region, means whatever regions is there inside Azure. So this availability zone divide that region into three locations, okay, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Now each availability zone is made up of one or more data center, means inside a single zone you will find multiple data center or maybe single data center, no problem. But those data centers will be separate, and each data center will have their separate power connection, separate cooling system and separate network, okay. And very interesting thing you will find inside availability set, which is fault domain and update domain. We will see what is fault domain and what is update domain, okay. Now let me give you a little bit idea on fault domain. See, whenever you will create availability set, inside availability set you will have option of fault domain and update domain. Fault domains are used for hardware failure protection, and update domains are used for updating the virtual machines. So whenever your virtual machines are updated or something is happening inside regarding update, so update domain take care about those updates, restarting, schedule restart, and like that. So
Yeah.
whenever we see what is rack is what? Rack is a physical grouping of resources. Okay, so physical servers, physical power supply, those things comes under rack. Now see what is update domain. An update domain is a group of resources that can be updated and rebooted if required at the same time. So update domain, I told you, it take care about the updates and rebooting of the servers. Maintenance, you can say that whenever you think about maintenance, so update domain is responsible for maintenance. Not not all regions have availability zone, that is different thing. Like see, whenever we see some regions inside Azure, so or we see that few countries you will find with availability zone feature. Okay, few countries doesn't have those availability, but maybe in future they will have. Now we let's have the availability set architecture. Look how it's look like. See, suppose this is the central US region. Inside central US region there is a data center. Inside data center you will find rack servers like rack 1, rack 2, rack 3. Inside rack you will find servers. Okay, and these all racks will be inside availability sets, and those sets are not by default, you have to create. Means whenever you want to create availability set for your own company, then Azure will ask, okay, how many racks you want rack 1, rack 2, rack 3, how many racks you want. Okay, so you have to select how many racks you want. Means rack means known as fault domain. Okay, so see, rack 1 is fault domain 0, rack 2 is fault domain 1, and rack 3 is fault domain 2. Okay, so how many maximum fault domain you can create? So in a single availability zone, or you can say in a single region, you can create maximum 3 fault domain and 20 update domains. Now all rack will have separate power connection, separate networking, and cooling is for data center. Separate means cooling is for data center, but power and networking is separate for all the racks. Now see, as I told you, whenever you create some kind of availability sets, so you have to select that, okay, how many fault domain you want and how many update domain you want. Okay, so see, I'll normally in this example I have created 3 fault domain and 3 update domain. Okay, and inside update domain you will find servers. Okay, and these are automatic. You cannot define that, okay, I want server 1 to be in rack 1 and update domain 1. No, these are dependent on Microsoft will put these servers inside fault domain and update domain automatically. Okay, that is not our part. Okay, that is related to Microsoft. So whenever you are creating any server, so automatically Microsoft will decide that, okay, whether they wants to put in fault domain 1, fault domain 2, or maybe fault domain 0 or update domain 1. Okay, you have to create servers and they will decide where to put,
Okay. Okay.
because they are the one who is providing redundancy, right?
Yeah. Exactly. They are the one.
Yes. So if update domain 0 is down, no problem, you have update domain. So if update domain 0 is down, okay, so you have update domain
Mhm.
or fault domain 1, so you can access your VM from here. If this is down, okay, you can update from another server. Okay,
Okay.
you can access from another server like that.
Mhm.
And now you will say that, okay, availability zone is different and availability sets is different, right? But see how they work together. See, so first of all you have your country, your region. Okay, inside region, inside geography region. Okay, it is divided into multiple sub regions. Okay, like see, normally when you see India, so it's not single India. You'll find South India, okay, Central India, North India, like that, right? Okay, so normally maximum a single region is divided into three separate region, and those regions are known as availability zone 1, availability zone 2, and availability zone 3. Inside a single availability zone, you will find data center,
Yes.
data center, and data center. So maybe availability zone will have one data center, maybe two data center inside single availability zone. Maybe some place you will find a single data center, some place you will find multiple data center inside a single availability zone. And now
Mhm.
availability zone means inside a single availability zone you will find availability set. Inside availability sets you will find data centers. Okay, sorry, inside availability zone you will find data center, and inside data center you have to implement availability sets. Availability set means whenever you will create a single server, okay, those servers will be separated to multiple servers automatically. Okay, but you have to create. Okay, it's not that,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to create, but it will be separated to multiple servers automatically.
Okay.
Okay, now you will say that, okay, whenever I'm going to create any VM, okay, then what is the SLA? SLA means service level agreement, means what is the availability percentage. Okay,
Mhm.
so see what Microsoft is saying, that if we'll create single VM, no redundancy, nothing, in that also I will provide you 99.9% availability. Means don't think that, okay, you have you haven't created any availability set or availability zone. Okay, sorry, availability sets. Okay, so your server will down. No, if you have a single VM also, single server also, in that also Microsoft will provide 99.9% availability. But if you'll say that, okay, if I will create two or more, then it will provide you 99.95% availability. Okay, or if you'll say that, okay, if I'll create two or more VMs across two or more than availability zone, means if I'll create availability set and availability zone also, then you will have 99.99% availability of your servers. So you have both options. Whatever you select, you will get your availability according to those SLA. But most of the companies they go with this one, this third last one. Okay, now if we are talking about difference between availability zone and availability set. Okay, so availability set protects from failure within data center, and availability zone protects entire data center failure. And SLA here is saying 99.95 in availability set, but in if I'll create any machine inside availability zone, in that I have 99.99. Okay, and this is guaranteed. SLA means this is guaranteed SLA. It's not that I will tell you and I will not provide you. No, it's a guaranteed. That's why Microsoft, whenever you will create something and when you are a paid user, in that you will find, yes, it's a guaranteed solution.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this is just a brief introduction about this availability zone and availability
Yes.
set. Okay, and now we are working with what we can say, uh, lesson number 13, which is known as Azure regional pair. Now understand, this is another high availability option.
Okay.
Regional pair means, see, in availability zone was what? Single region, right? Okay, reason 1, reason 2 means we had a single country, that single country is divided into three zone. Okay, and
Yeah.
inside zone you have availability sets. Okay, like this. So this is availability set, this is zone, and this is region. Now, as your regional peer is saying that, maybe do you want that your India and
Yeah, yeah.
Gambia region, means what I will do, I'm maybe I'm in a different country here. Okay, so I want to host my server. So I will see that maybe this country is not stable country, sometime war is going, sometime tsunami is coming, like that. So uh, if I will put some data or some servers towards that region, okay, maybe that region will fail sometime, or some problem will come. So I can connect with another country also. So I can keep my half data here and half data here, or I can provide synchronization between these data, means main data here and backup here, like that. That is known as Azure regional pair. Okay, so if this country will have some problem, okay, you can say that, okay, my backup is here, so I can access from this country.
Okay.
So you can see here Azure region. So we have multiple regions here. Okay, so you can see here, like here is, this is the India region, right? Okay, here we have some kind of uh, US region, Canada, all these. So inside this single region, okay, I can connect with another region also.
Okay.
Okay, this is just a idea of the regions. Means if you are here, okay, you can keep your data in India, you can keep data in China, like this.
Okay.
Okay, now what is Azure regional pair? So an Azure regional pair is a relationship between two Azure regions within the same geographic region for disaster recovery purpose. If one of the region were to experience a disaster or failure, then the service in that region will be automatically fail over to that region, okay, or as a
Yeah.
secondary region in the pair. Okay,
Mhm.
so now suppose we talk about like Canada, right? So Canada, see, Canada Central is connected with Canada East. Okay,
Uh-huh.
China North is connected with China East. Central India is connected with South India. Japan East is connected with,
Japan
yes.
is
So
west.
all options you have here. See, East US is connected with West US.
Mhm. So those are the regional
Yes.
pairs.
So if Central Canada will down, you have data from Central India. Sorry, Central
Mhm.
Canada, or Central East Canada, something like that. China North is down, you can get from China East.
Okay.
Okay. Now you will say that, okay, I want to, can I get all the list? No problem. You click here. When you click here, you let me show you. You will have the list of all regional pairs.
Mhm.
Okay. See here, I want to find India. So India is saying that India has three regions, means inside India is divided into three zones. See here, Central India zone 1, South India zone 2, West India zone 3. Okay,
Mhm.
but that you are saying Central India, but inside Central India, where is the location? So location is, maybe if you are Indian, you can say, okay, you can understand Pune, Chennai, Mumbai, like that. Okay, when they have implemented it, see, in 2015 they have implemented it. Now, but now you will say, okay, show me another country. So no problem, I can show you Africa. Okay, see, Africa doesn't have, see here, South Africa, they have only single, no availability,
Oh.
sorry, no reasons, but they have availability zones. They have three zones. You can see here, it is written. Okay, now you will say, okay, where can you show me like Australia? Okay, see, Australia has also single one. China, see, China have how many regions? See, China East to North China, like that. See, they have multiple. So see, these list, when you will start working on a real environment, then you need to work on these lists. And these lists are already on Microsoft Azure website. Okay. Okay. So again, that let's revise again those things what we discussed. See, whenever any user wants to access any data, like abc.com, this website, so it will come to internet. From internet it will come to Azure load balancer. Azure load balancer will balance the load. Okay, go here, go here, and go here and access it, because this is also abc.com server, and that server is providing a load balance. So you can access from server 1, server 2, server 3, no problem. Okay, if physical server is down, your entire server is down. So you will say, okay, I cannot. So in the this was the first solution. Then in the second solution you will say, okay, let's have multiple physical server, because if one physical server will down, you will have access from another physical server. So you said, okay, let's have multiple physical server. So in this example, we saw that if entire data center will fail in that connection, you will lose the connectivity, means your internet user will lose the connectivity. Okay, then you said, okay, let's have another solution. Okay, so see how this Azure regional architecture will help you in that condition. If entire region will down or something like that. See, availability zone 1, availability zone 2, and availability zone 3. Okay, and all these availability servers are connected with the help of diverse fiber path, no problem. Okay, now if entire region will fail, you can say that, okay, normally what we say that if zone 1 will down, you have access from zone 2. If zone 2 is down, you have access from zone 3, no problem. But here is saying that if entire region will down, in that condition what you will do, then here you will have the, see this geography. Inside geography you have region 1 and region 2. Okay, now whenever you will create any server or any storage, this is the storage example. Okay, so automatically it will come to region 1, and if region 1 is down, right? Okay, then you will say that, okay, I want the connectivity, I want to access the, see, this is the default structure. Whenever you will create some Azure storage or any Azure resources, okay, so it will, you will create to region 1. Inside region 1, data center 1. Inside data center 1, physical server 1. And if this is down, and you haven't selected region 2, so there will be no access. So you will say, okay, if you have option to select region 2, so see in the second scenario how it works. Region 1, region 2. Yes, see, so you have, there is already regional pair is there, but you have to select that regional pair, that, okay, I want to create servers inside regional pair. Okay, and now see how it works. If you will create, see, automatic failover is there. So if whenever you will create any resource or a storage, okay, but always keep in mind, automatic failover is not supported by all the services. Okay, so few services are there, and in other services you have to manually work on the failover if one is not working. So let's understand about
Oh,
automatic failover first. If you will create any storage, automatically it will come to regional 1. Okay, and automatically regional 1 will keep one backup to regional 2. Okay,
okay.
automatic. And if regional 1 is down, no problem. Okay, users can access from this, user can access from regional 2. That is automatic. That's why I have written here, it's automatic failover. Now see in a second condition, regional 1 same, regional 2 serve. Okay, pair is there. But if, see here, manual failover, geo redundancy. Okay, now if you will create any server, so it will come to region 1. Okay, and here you have to manually select that, okay, please, I want to make one backup to regional pair 2. Okay, and if regional 1 will down, then users will access from regional 2, no problem, but this is manual failover. You have to select whether you want to send to regional 2 or regional 3. Okay, this is not automatic. Now in a
Okay.
third condition is saying that, okay, can I put one in India? Okay, can I select one region from India or region 2, and can I select some other country region also like China? Yes. Okay, you can select it. Means
Okay.
multiple countries also you can select, not only single country. So regional pair
But
is
depends
best
on
solution in, if you are comparing and talking about the high availability solution for your organization data centers. And this works only, uh, or like the companies are using this who have multiple branch in multiple locations.
Mhm.
Okay, now what is the benefit of regional pair? You'll talk about. Okay, so whenever we are talking about benefits of regional pair, okay, so first we are talking about, see, the regional pair is the physical isolation. Okay, physical isolation means the data centers are not in a single place. They are physically separated between two different locations. Okay, and the minimum distance is 300 miles. That is the minimum distance. Okay, because if you will say that, okay, if there will be power cut or maybe there will be tsunami, something like that. Okay, so 300 miles is the minimum distance between regional pairs, or maybe between uh, zones. Okay, here is talking about platform provided replications. Okay, so some services provide automatic replications, and some services you need manual replications. Okay, regional recovery order. Okay, so regional recovery order, don't think that regional recovery order is in sequence. Okay, it will depend, okay, how they are connected. Okay, according to those connected and according to the priority decided by Azure systems, they will recover your data center or maybe your data or maybe your server. Okay, now here is talking about sequential update. Okay, now planned Azure system updates are rolled out to pair regions sequentially. Okay, now whenever any update, if Azure wants any update uh, to be installed in your server or maybe in your system, okay, so in that case it will provide you sequential update. Okay, data residency means whenever maybe your country, okay, it's maybe Gambian government wants to keep some data, so those data will be kept inside country or outside country. Okay, so maybe you will say, no, 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 my that is my government data and I don't want to be hosted in another country. Okay, I want all my government data should be inside my country. Okay, so that those things you can decide. Okay, but some countries, okay, some countries like South Brazil or something like that, okay, they do not have those kinds of problems. Okay, but some countries they follow the law of your data. Okay, so they will put inside in your country, they will not put data outside your country. Okay, now here you have that. Okay, how I will know? So Azure is providing you to know that, okay, cross region replications. Okay, so you can click on this website and know that, okay, if you will put your data where the data will be stored. And here is some kind of regional pair condition. Condition is saying that a regional pair consists of two regions within the same geography. Okay, at least two region. It's not that one region will be in one country and second region will be another country, no, or another geographical location. Okay, now here Azure serial. Okay, serialized means like there's updates are in sequence and you can say it's serial wise. Okay, now if any problem will be there, okay, if there will be problem in data center or something, okay, so at least one reason, okay, will be recovered to get your data if your multiple reasons are down. Okay, Azure will ensure that okay at least one reason will be recovered first, so you can start your work, and then slowly they will be updating and recovering your other data and other reason servers. Azure provide several storage solutions that take advantage of paired reason to ensure your data availability. Okay, so Azure have multiple solutions, which is background solutions you can say, that to provide you data availabilities. Okay, now for example, Azure Geo Redundancy Storage (GRS), okay, provide secondary reason data application automatically. Okay, now I already told you in the beginning of the class that not all Azure services provide automatically replications. Okay, some you have to provide manual replication between regions. Now there are some special Azure regions which is controlled by government. Okay, so this is just for knowledge. Okay, that some Azure regions are, see, Azure is of Microsoft, right? But there are some Azure regions which are maintained by government, because Azure has hosted the government data. So government is saying that okay, no problem, you have hosted our data, okay, but we will managing our data. Okay, so these are some locations like government of like US government of Virginia, US government of Iowa. Okay, they are managing their own data. East China and China North, they are managing their own data. Okay, Germany Central and Germany Northeast, they are managing their own data. Okay. Now here Azure geo redundancy, uh, regional pair availability zone availability sets relationship. See how it is working here. See, first is geography. Inside geography you will have regions. Okay, inside region you will have availability zones. Inside availability zone you have availability sets, and combination of all this is known as region. Okay, so normally country, if you want to communicate, create redundancy between multiple regions, okay, and provide availability of your data. Okay, so now here we will come to know about some few practicals. Okay, about website hosting on Azure virtual machines. Like if you will create some servers. Okay, so let me come here and see how we are creating some website inside our virtual machines. So we'll come here to our Azure portal. Okay, so here whenever we want some kind of servers, okay, so we will create virtual machines. So virtual machine is actually our server. Okay, so let's create one server here. So we'll create one virtual machine. So we are going to create one resource. So We can create new resource. What is your virtual machine? So I'll say here web server 1. Where you want to put, I'll say okay, I want to put inside central US. Do you want, see here, redundancy? Okay, so if you'll select okay, I want redundancy inside availability set or availability zones. Okay, see here, you can see that US West Central do not have availability zone, but we can say here central. Okay, but if you'll talk about like central India, in that you'll find availability zone here. Okay, so depending on the reason you will find it. Okay, image I want, okay, server, this is okay. Username I will say IT1. Okay, let me take some faster server, 8 GB. Password 2389 at. Okay, fine. RDP 3389, it's okay. Next, networking is okay. Default I will select. Advanced. We just need to have one server, and then I will show you how to create a web server. And then click create. So our machine is under process. Before that, what I will do, I'll check something in my system. Microsoft iOS. uh, Diploma server. Actually, I'm looking for website templates, other data. Okay, we have website one here. Okay, fine. So let me come to my Azure. Go to resource, and then what I will do, I will copy this public IP address. Okay, and then I will open the remote desktop connection, and then I will access that server here. Connect, asking for username IT1, password. Okay, let me connect it. So now you can see here it is connected now. And what I will do, I'll copy this website. Okay, so you can see here our server is ready here, right? Now what I will do, I'll install some services. We'll see how to install some website services. So for installing those website services, you have to click here and you have to come to server manager. Click on add roles and features. Now we are installing some roles which is known as web server. So we want to make this server as a web server. So we are going to install some IIS services to this server, and the installation steps is already shared with you, okay, in the slide. Okay, so here we have selected IIS web server. See, we want web server to be installed here. The see you have to install some services to make this server as a web server. Okay, so the services are installed now. You just click here install, that's it. So it takes some time. See, okay, so you can see here the installation is succeeded. So we'll close this one, and then we'll come here to tools, and we'll find here internet information service IIS manager. We'll open this, and what we will do, we'll come here to the C drive location, and we'll paste that website template. Inet pub, this is the location, www root, and we'll paste it here. So, and now you will say that who will provide you this template? Your website developer will provide you this content. Okay, so we'll come here to the website IS information service, and then right click, add website, and write, we can write like www.ns.com. Okay, where is that website location? So you can say that the website location is inetpub www root, and inside root it is website 1, and then okay. IP address, host name www.ns.com, click OK. Now what we will do, we'll right click here and we'll stop the default website, and right click here, and we'll come here, restart, and then refresh, and then explore it, and then see whether the website is working or not. Okay, or what we can do 20. Okay guys, open your system, okay, and type this IP address in your browser, like 20.219.8.67. You will see that the server is running. Here it is running just because of system is slow, that's why it's not running, otherwise your website is up. So these are some options, okay. See, right now there is some problem issue with the machines, but machine is slow and your website is uploaded. And now if you'll see that the content and everything is in the slide, okay. So you try if you have, okay, see how to create websites. First we have created machines in the first section, okay. First section you can see in the first you have to create virtual machine, then access machine through remote desktop, then install and configure IS management servers, then configure the website, okay. And one thing what we can do, let's try again if it will work. 1 2 3 one second. Right click, add website, see inetpub www root and website one. Com. refresh. Yes, okay, let's try. See, here website is working. Okay, but okay, here website is working, but some problem is there. Okay, why we are not accessing from outside 20 dot, let me check the IP address. What is it? 20 dot 219 dot 8 dot 67. Okay, no problem. What I will do, I will check, and then in the next session we will work on this website access. Okay, we have created successfully, but it is created here, but problem in accessing. Okay, we'll see it. Okay, till then you can try and work. Okay, and if you will ask about the website template, so I will share that one with you. Okay, through Google Drive. Okay, and now, okay, let me close this one.